Hello, everybody. It's Joe Auger again. Gonna do another unboxing today. Probably a bunch of you will have already done this. It's probably, oh, God knows how many are already probably online, but I'm gonna do my own thing. So, first thing I wanted to say was thanks for everybody for checking out my last Record Store Day video. I got more hits than I've gotten on a video in, I think, forever, actually. So, it kind of goaded me on to maybe do some more of these. I'm hoping that my summer eventually calms down from doing things like trying to buy a house and things like that, where I will be able to do something a little more on a regular basis. But anyway, to the task at hand. So, first thing is today is Friday, May 10th or other, 26th. Yeah. And hello, Kitty. Yeah, you're going to hear kitty noises and stuff in the background. Anyway, yeah, May 26th is being celebrated with a box set and 50th anniversary remix of Sgt. Pepper's Lonely Hearts Club Band by the Beatles, which for me, of course, was a fairly amazing record for my youth. Was has the interesting distinction of, at the time, having been bought by my father at the local Kmart. My father was a Green Beret type who thought that the Beatles back in the USSR was communist. Gives you a pretty good idea of my father's mindset. So for him to have bought me this album at the local Kmart when I was jeepers 10, something like that, I want to say, it was probably the last time or the first time he ever did that, and I think he probably regretted it for the rest of his life. Oh well, but for me it was a watershed moment. I've got a kitty trying to climb up. Ow! Quit it! Stop it! Dude, I'm trying to do stuff. It's like having children, basically. Anyway, so I'm gonna get onto this boxing. I'm glad that the box didn't disappear. I've got somebody. They keep putting the box on someone else's porch, and just to agitate me. That's all. It's just the universe's way to agitate me after a fairly trying and stupid day where, just yeah. Anyway, let's put that up there. I don't know if anybody else has been having that kind of day today, but a lot of stuff going on, a lot of weird stuff. For me, it was just what it was. Okay. Wow. Okay. Hang on. Put this away. This thing's heavy. Oh. Okay. All right. Cool. All right, here is now this is the full-on box set with what is it, 4 CDs, 2 Blu-rays, etc., and all the gewgaws in it. I don't know if you can see that in the video, but they did a lenticular cover of that, something like that. That gives you a pretty good idea of it, right? Cool. Anyway, neat, very neat. Yeah, 4 CDs, Blu-ray, and DVD, I say. All right, so I suppose the idea would be to open this puppy. Let's see. Oops. And of course, I pre-ordered this, so the idea was that it would come on the day of release, which was today. Anyway. Now, there's a bunch of different other versions of this. I've got the vinyl version of it, which is 2 discs. The first version being the new remix by Giles Martin. On disc 1 and disc 2 is like different takes and things of the record as well. Yes, and I know his name is Giles Martin. I made a mistake in my last video and called him Giles with a G in his name, and I apologize profusely to the people that I offended. Please. Anyway. Anyway, that's it. So this kind of comes off like this. Oh, cool. That's very cool. It's like the actual size of an actual EMI tape box from the day. I love this shit. So I'm a sound engineer, so you have to understand this was for me. I love looking at stuff like that. I won't just spend minutes and hours looking at the tape box while this thing is recording, because I'll do more of that later. But yeah, but it's so it's got like basically side 1 of the original tape box, the master tape box thing, and that side too on the other side. And let's see. Oops. It's a clamshell box, so probably a little. Let's see what we got here. Oop. All right, so this. Is this vinyl? Wait a minute, I'm confused. Or is this just I'm not sure what this is. Hang on, I'm confused. It says it looks like to be the Blu-ray, DVD, 4 audio, CDs. All right, the only thing I can think that they did is that they put the CDs in a shrink-wrapped LP cover. That's what that is, because it's the size of an LP cover. Let's see what else we got here. We've got, an original poster of the guys. Looks like that was a promo poster for record stores in the day. We've got the famous poster of Benefit of Mr. Kite, the original that was reprinted, that was hung in John Lennon's house in England back in the day. Gotta wonder where all that stuff ended up. Okay, and then there's the original cutout sheet from the vinyl, and then all kinds of. Okay, and this is the book. I see. Okay, so this is the book. So I'm curious. All right, so first thing, let's take a look at the record. Now I'm gonna do this in a way where I can keep the. Excuse me, my cats are fighting. Stop fighting! Hissing at each other and stuff. I want to keep the shrink wrap on the majority of this, so I do this thing where I make a slit and I kind of pull it off of the sleeve itself, if I can do that cleanly. Sometimes I'm successful, sometimes I'm not. Because that's life. Sometimes you're successful and sometimes you're not. Sometimes you're successful when people don't like you, because then you become successful. And they can't, treat you the same way. And I just, I like Nick Cave's idea that this is what happens. Excuse me, brat. Cats, all right? Okay, so that was Buddy. Whoa! Okay, hang on tight. Guys, knock it off, both of you. Matter of fact, one of you goes outside. Quit hunting your brother. Come here. Leave your brother alone. I'll be right back. Okay. See, they're showing off because they know that I'm taping, right? So I had to put one of them outside so that he would stop beating up his brother. Okay. Let's try this again. So, all right, I don't know if it's going to work or not, but let's just do this. I don't know if it's going to work. It's kind of sticky. It's a very glossy cover, so I'm not sure how much success I'm going to have in even getting this back on, but I'm going to try because I can. So now I did hear, now I don't know if anybody else has heard that they're going to do a 50th anniversary of the White Album, doing this kind of another box set with remixes and the whole 9 yards. So that's interesting. Okay, yeah, so I see what they did. So they basically, in the vinyl, they have all the various mixes and things. So CD1 is the new stereo mix. Now, one of the things I'm noticing is this didn't there. So I guess the pre-promo for this is a little off. They had said that they were going to reinstitute both Strawberry Fields and Penny Lane as part of the running order. At least that's how I read it, because George Martin always felt that was a mistake to send, even though as a single it was like brilliant. That said, he always thought it was a mistake that those two songs were not on the album itself. So I was looking forward to an actual integration within the new thing. That's not okay. I'm not seeing that on this running order. So either they went back on that, or maybe they, I don't know, maybe they got scared and that are and thinking that that would kind of screw up the. I mean, the classic album Sgt. Pepper, it is what it is, but I've always thought that those two songs would have fit perfectly. I would have thought like I think Penny Lane would have been on the front side somewhere, so and Strawberry Fields on the second side. Anyway, so CD 2, you can see that they did like some different outtakes of the cover as well, which is pretty cool. Basically, they're going through a number of different iterations, starting with Strawberry Fields. So it looks like they're going in a chronological order of the songs that they worked on. Different takes, different numbers, different things, different bits. Let's see, CD 3. I mean, there's a lot of this. Is basically what it is like more of that. Another outtake. Another outtake. More outtakes, mixes, and bonus tracks. Yeah, so the bonus tracks says here, Strawberry Fields Forever, original mono mix. Penny Lane, original mono mix. So, I think it basically comes down to, like, if you want to hear those two songs reintegrated, you have to do it yourself. So I might just do that, just for fun. The Blu-ray has pretty much the entire record. Visual content, making of Sgt. Pepper documentary, promotional films. Now on the Blu-ray, it doesn't actually say where it is, but both the Blu-ray and the DVD do have 5.1 remixes of everything. As it says here, fully restored, blah blah blah. Yeah. Giles Martin 5.1 surround sound mix and high resolution stereo audio, 96K 24-bit of the album, plus Strawberry Fields and Penny Lane. So the only thing I'm noticing in this, and actually, is it in the anywhere? No. One of the things that I was maybe hoping that they would also do, mainly because it was a song that was recorded during these sessions, was George Harrison's Northern Songs. Now, I know technically they finished it after the Sgt. Pepper, during the Magical Mystery Tour, or was it Yellow Submarine album era, is when they finished it, but they started it and did most of it during Sgt. Pepper. So I was hoping that would be another one that they would have integrated into the bunch of, that if you're going to go chronologically, that would be part of it. But whether that one fits on the record or not, it probably would have. So I don't know. I mean, that would be another addition into the running order with Penny Lane and Strawberry Fields. At some point when I do that, if it works, I'll do another video maybe and give you my set list of what I think it might sound like. So there's that. And then there's the book, which again also has shrink wrap on it. And the book, I'm just gonna go ahead and do a ripper. Cool. So the full design of the inner sleeve that originally was there. I can't really show you all of it, but I can show you bits and pieces without. So it's a pretty comprehensive book here. Can you see that? Well, you kind of get the gist. Clearly, it's a big book. With lyrics and all manner of things. So a lot of photos that have never been released before too. So that's really cool. That's the unboxing. I haven't actually listened to it yet, apart from the few things that have been released ahead of time. I'm hoping that it delivers what I hope it is, which was Giles Martin was the idea that because the mono version of the original record in the 60s was considered the actual record above the stereo version, that he wanted to get a mono, like a stereo mono, like a combination of the stereo and the mono versions together somehow. That was his sort of mission, was to make it as immersive as the mono was, but with more of a stereo effect, if that makes any sense. And so we'll see what happens, and hopefully he will have done a good job. I have a feeling he did, because so far any of the remixes and the things that he's done with the Beatles' legacy has been pretty spot on, and he's got his father's ears, after all. So kind of running in the family, I think that's pretty cool. Now, what would be really interesting is if the Beatles' sons were then produced by Giles Martin to do an album. I know it's never going to happen, but who knows? It would be an interesting pop icon moment, I think. Anyway, I'm gonna go drink a root beer and start listening to this puppy. And have a happy, if you're having a long weekend, have a good long weekend. Stay away from fireworks. Tell your neighbors don't throw fireworks out their back window if they're drunk, because it sets our veterans off, and it scares our pets. So stop doing that, okay? Because it's just annoying as hell. Happy Memorial Day. Take it easy.